What's going on, everyone? Investor here. It's time for my weekly portfolio update. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and then hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any new videos. Hope everyone had a great week. Hope their portfolios did well. Mine kind of suffered this week. Had kind of a down week for me, but I was able to deposit about $275 into the account. So you can see my account is sitting at still just over $27,900 at $27,927.68. So if you subtract out the $275 deposit, I am down roughly $250, give or take, a little over $250. So kind of a rough week, few down days in the market. Be interesting to see what's going to happen here in the next little while. I mean, now that the Feds have decided to drop that interest rate down, the 50 basis points there, have to see if the market goes into a massive correction mode or if it's going to hold steady. Be kind of interesting to see. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm interested to know what everybody's thoughts are on kind of the market trends and where things are going, so to speak. So this last week, I was able to dollar cost average. I spent most of the week doing that, especially with some of the down days that I had. I'm really focusing on the goals for the year, as well as trying to hit those ex-dividend dates. I know SEHD is coming up on Wednesday, so put a little bit into that, as well as just ones that were hit the hardest. So same kind of plan I got coming for the upcoming week. No new deposits. I didn't receive any dividends next week or last week. Next week, no new dividends expected either. The only dividend, well, two dividends left are in the following week. I believe it's both Pepsi and SCHD coming in, so it should round off the month pretty good. But at least for this upcoming week, no new dividends, anything like that. Just the ex-dividend date, I believe, coming up for SCHD. So, as well as if you missed the announcement last week, I'm working on something kind of big. At least it's big for me. Something for my investing portfolio here. Can't exactly tell you what it is just yet. Hopefully, I'll be able to let you guys know come the month's end. I'm hoping that's when I can get everything wrapped up and done. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys think it might be. I'm just interested to see what your guys' guesses are, especially those who have been following the videos for a while and kind of looking at my portfolio and kind of seeing what I've been up to. Let me know what you think, and once the information gets released, we'll see who wins. Just something kind of fun. So let's jump over to that spreadsheet, and I'll show you what I've been up to. All right, taking a look at the spreadsheet. Just a couple of additions this week. Didn't get too crazy. We'll just start right at the top. You see SCHD 0.596. Like I said, just really trying to add there to pick up as much as I can. Try to dollar cost average. Try to pick up more shares before the ex-dividend date, which is on Wednesday. So I'm going to try to get that at least up to 60 shares, 60 full shares. Try to pick up that dividend there. So Altria Group, this is just a goal for the year. So I had it at 0.791. Had a little bit of a dip on one of the days, so took advantage. Pepsi has kind of really struggled this last week. Has come down quite a bit. So only added about a half a share there at 0.462, but if it continues on this downward trend, I'm going to continue to pick some more up, especially if it's going to go on sale. Walmart, just over half a share there. Pick some of that up as well. Just haven't added that to the portfolio in a little bit, so I wanted to try to beef up that position a little bit, as well as 1.2 shares more for NVIDIA since it's kind of up and down. So this particular week, you'll see here in a minute, it's down again, but constantly up and down each week. So I never know when I release these videos for you guys what it's going to be. So either way, if it's down, I'm going to buy. If it's up, hooray. The one thing I did want to shout out, if you look at the 365 history, is that for those of you interested in ABR, those that may hold ABR, you'll see the 365 history. It is now in the green. It has been in the red for quite some time, up until last week. So this is good to see now that it's in the green. So only the two really being in the red with Pepsi and of course Tesla. So other than that, all the other holdings in the portfolio seem to be doing relatively well. But as I mentioned, now that the Feds are doing what they're doing, we will have to see what the market has in store for us. So if things go on sale, it'll be a great opportunity to buy and really beef up the portfolio. So let's jump across. So you'll see just a couple of reds still. You can see NVIDIA this week is now back in the red at down $43, as well as Tesla still holding at about that $60 range there in the negative. So total portfolio up $3,300, which is 15%. So a couple of things that are still doing really well in the portfolio, and a couple that seem to be coming down. Like I said, with Pepsi, you can see now I'm only up $65. This one was doing really well, only up 1.8%. So we'll see if it continues down. My cost is 168, and then you'll see where it's sitting here at the 171 mark. So, but just as of the last trading day, Friday, being down that $54.18, there's it's been an interesting week for Pepsi. So I was doing well, Coke's doing well, and Jeppy's doing well, 8.6, but $500 up on that one. Of course, half of that is the $250 that I've received so far in the dividends from them. SCHD is up $756, so 13.83%. It's doing really well. Energy Transfer is doing well. I mean, dollar-wise is not much, but percent is doing great. So Altria Group still up 15%. This one has come down quite a bit. Procter & Gamble's up 13. Let me see. We'll just jump down here. Walmart at 23%, $112 up is the big winner so far in the portfolio for both percentage. Well, I'm not going to say dollar wise, but both just percentage, and the dollar wise is going to be SCHD. So other than that, you can see the other holdings there are doing well. So overall 15% up. You can see the chart here. So Nvidia is kind of 1 week up, 1 week down. We'll just keep playing it that way. If it stays red, I'm going to buy more. Jumping across, new dividends. So I'm still holding at that $96.23. Expected here at 157.11. I think after this next week, once I get those other dividends here, I'll be able to update hopefully the remainder of the year, give you guys an idea where the portfolio might land come year's end if nothing changed. Obviously, I'm going to be adding as the months go on. So still sitting at an average right now of $124.71. And again, this figure here is just what you're looking at here. This isn't tracking into last year. I like to just have the information on the screen that's just for this pertinent year for 2024. So that average is $13 a day, 8 cents an hour. I have 17 holdings. So $1,122.43 still on the dividends for the year. Let's see the chart there. There's the pies. They are not exactly up to date. I've got a little more work to do on those, but there wasn't much changing in the percentages. So you see the goals. So just under 4.5 shares for Pepsi left. Colgate's still going to be a bit of a stretch. Altria Group, I believe I'll be able to make that one there. And then come the end of the month, we'll get this portfolio value updated. But you can see the end of last month was at 27.5, and I'm barely sitting at 27.9 still. Seems that 28,000 threshold is a little bit of a hill to climb for me. But obviously, if you've been following the videos, I did take that $400. I borrowed that money out of the account for some bills I had to pay. So theoretically, I should be over, but I'm not going to look at it that way. I'm going to take everything for face value. So jump it across. See, currently sitting at 14.65% quarter over quarter. So quarter 3 over quarter 2 is up 14%. So you can see here the 425.08 for this quarter as opposed to the 370 and 75 cents I got for quarter 2. So have to see what quarter 4 brings. And then you'll see the 1122.43 here for what's been received for the year. So this figure here, the 1477, is the total dividends received since I've been tracking this, which was the beginning of last year. So that's how much dividends I've received since I got into the whole dividend investing route. So which is a $70.36 monthly average. I'm jumping across the projected here. You see not much change really there. And if you've been following, I really am trying to get a majority of these, with the exception of these guys over here, because they're not really dividend stocks. It would take for me to be able to get my goal, which I'm trying to do, is to get to 200 on each one of these, 200 a year. So I think Nvidia was going to be like 4,700 shares or something crazy like that to be able to get that, because there's dividends only like 4 cents. So projected dividend here, you can see the trend line is still up. So hopefully going to finish somewhere right in this range here. Actually, a little bit above that line, hopefully. So as long as this little valley is better than these ones, then I know I'm progressing into the right direction. So then, of course, portfolio value, we'll get that updated once the month ends. But you can see the progression there, month over month. This month we'll see how it is. So going to be a little bit rough, but ultimately that's what I've got for this week, guys. Not a whole lot. Just keep plugging away, keep adding to the portfolio. Only $275 able to deposit this week, but again, work with what you have. That's what I'm able to put in typically every 2 weeks when I get paid. I put a little bit in and we'll go from there. So if you guys have any questions, comments, please leave them below. Anything you would like me to do different. Other than that, guys, I will catch you guys next week. Happy investing.